Hello, this is Coach Everett, and we're going to go over the 8 steps of building your to be successful in building your world global network business. But before we do, there's a couple of things I want to cover. One of them is from Stephen Covey. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Number one, you want to be proactive. Every day, you want to be proactive in building your business, proactive in doing something. And what does that mean? Proactive means talking to people, just sharing it with them. And number two is you want to begin with the end in mind. You want to act like you've already accomplished your goals. Yeah, honestly, you want to begin with the end in mind. Always keep the end in mind because that will give you a reason to keep going, okay? And put first things first. In other words, do things that are productive in building your business. Don't go into the management of your business until you have hundreds and thousands of people in your business. Then you don't want to go into the management side either. You want to stay in the creative side. So put first things first. Think win-win. What's that mean? Well, let the other person win so you can win, okay? Because this is a win-win proposition. You know, each spot is a valuable spot on the 5-star team. So they need to understand that, and it's our job to explain it to them properly so they do understand it. Let them win. And you have to have in your mind that the person is winning. It's not something that is going to be bad for them. It's going to be something good for them. And it's something good for you too. And number 5, seek to first to understand and then to be understood, okay? Seek first to understand the person. In other words, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, and that is to listen twice as much as we talk. Listen to the person when they're talking to you. Ask questions because questions demand an answer. And then ask again and say, tell me a little bit more about that. You're trying to help the person. You're trying to counsel them into this business. Synergize, working together and sharpening the saw and getting better through practice, day in and day out. Practice makes perfect, folks. Practice, practice, practice. All the greats of all time were great practicers, and I know you can too. You know, one of the amazing things is we can all learn something new if we take and put our mind to it. We can all be re-educated, can't we, into a new job or a new way of doing things. And think of this right now as kind of like your orientation to your new job, okay? And I want to just down here in the red really stipulate, be who you were meant to be. Don't be Coach Everts or anybody else. Don't be a byproduct of society or somebody else's idea how you should be. Be the best you can be because that's what's going to make you effective. You're not going to be effective being anybody else but being you and being good at being you and just adding some of these practices into who you are, okay? You know, most people, unfortunately, are like a river. A river, as you can see here, takes the path of least resistance. It kind of winds around the hills and then gets dumped at the lowest spot, which is the ocean. And according to Einstein, you know, if we want to change in life, we got to change what we're doing. We got to make different choices, different decisions. And it's just as simple as making a decision, just like that. If you're going one direction, you can go in another direction. That is what human beings can do. And again, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Different results don't happen until you change what you're doing. You know, don't be frustrated with life. Don't spend your life that way. I encourage you not to. And please don't end up in your old age and saying something like this: I've got to go back to work. I need to find a job. I don't have enough money to live on. It's hard to find a job, especially when you're older. And if you're watching this and you're already older, that's okay. You can change now. You know, most people who've been successful, billionaires, a lot of them didn't become successful till they were past 60 years old. So there is a chance for you if you're a senior citizen. There's a chance for you if you're a younger person. You just have to change and reprogram how you're doing business with yourself. Another problem that I see is people walk around with their hands in their pocket, for instance, like in network marketing, expect to be paid. This is a job like any other job, except you now get residual income, which is awesome. You can't go Hollywooding, I call it, through life, you know, with your hands in your pocket. I mean, think about it. If you worked your job or if you have a business and you walked around with your hands in your pocket and expect to be paid by your employer or your customers, that doesn't work out. That's not real life. And another problem also is people are living on OPM. OPM, what's that? Other people's money, charging up all kinds of bills, borrowing money that's not theirs, and then having to pay it back with interest, unless they pay it off every month, right? And it puts them further and further behind, like in Christmas time, having to take the rest of the next year trying to pay it back. And folks, we really don't have to do that. You can actually pay for things in cash. One of the other things is never ever procrastinate. Okay, procrastination is going to kill your dreams and kill your relationships and eventually end up killing you. Okay, because you can't procrastinate against death, right? We can't do that. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But folks, why procrastinate? You know, procrastination is a bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done the day before yesterday, according to Napoleon Hill. Like this poor lady over here, she's saying, you know, she's got her credit cards out and whatnot, and she's saying, you know, I'm sick and tired of being broke. Are you? More month than money and not enough saved to retire and stay retired? You know, I think we got to, if I can just state this, we got to quit being defeated and realize that we can win in life. We can win in life by changing our decisions right now and our choices right now. You know, we only have so much life, folks. Only so much life. We start at 0, meaning we're born, and then we live approximately 80 or so years, maybe less, maybe more. But it's the space in here that you have left. If you're watching this and if you're still alive, you have life left in you, something that you can accomplish. Whether if you're older, maybe you want to leave something to your grandchildren or children that's meaningful. Well, you can here with this opportunity. Do it before it's too late. We're all headed in the same direction. We're all going to be in this similar setting here one day, and we want to do everything we can before then to do, you know, to apply ourselves and be a product of a good example in society for our children and grandchildren. The most dangerous risk of all, the risk of spending your life not doing what you want, on the bet you can buy yourself the freedom to do it later. No, you can't. Tomorrow is already too late, folks. You got to be a do it now type of person. Somebody that says, you know, when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna cause the earth to shake. I'm gonna make things happen. You know, we can all learn a new job, right? We can all, this is orientation. I hope you're taking notes, and if you're not, you can watch it again and take notes then. But, you know, we all, if we start a new job, and the reality is we go to orientation. That's what we're doing here today. We get a better job. We want to get a better job. Why? We want to be paid more money. Again, you saw my other videos. Everybody, what's the biggest product of all time? Money. Why? People already have it. People want more of it. And number 3, they're willing to do almost anything to get it. You can see that by what they do in order to get it. But folks, there is no security in a job. I want you to know that. More people are out of jobs today, and more people are graduating college and trying to find a job in the field that they went to school in and can't. Reality, folks. It's always best to be in reality. Now, I just wanted to cover those things because they're hugely important. And especially procrastination. Procrastination will absolutely destroy you. And if you've been procrastinating, just change your habit, okay? Change your habit. Make a different decision now, a commitment to yourself, an agreement with yourself, and honor it. And say, I am not ever going to procrastinate again, okay? All right, we're going to go into this, the steps to building your world global network business now, okay? And we're going to go over these 8 steps. Number 1 is define your dreams. Number 2, make commitments. Number 3, make a list. 4, contact and invite. 5, show the plan. 6, follow through. 7, counsel and strategize. And 8, duplicate the pattern. Okay? This is what I'm talking about in here. Staying productive every day. 3 through 6. You really need to focus in here. Okay? This is what causes you to be productive every day. Every day you should be sharing this with somebody new. Just make it part of your routine, something that you do. If you've talked to somebody new today, share it with them. Go around and pick up business cards from people and make sure their cell phone is on it and their email is on it. Ask them for it. People are glad to exchange information. Okay, let's go into number 1. Define your dream. What is your dream? What is it that you want in life that you don't currently have now? I mean, you know, life, our dreams will deteriorate if we let them. They will just die. Nobody's going to keep our dreams alive but us. And so you have to keep your dream alive. You got to give it life support and reality, and you need to spend time here. And most people do not live their dreams because of this income circle right here is smaller than their dream circle. So what do? They give up their dreams. They lead a settle for life. Oh, I'll just be okay without that, and without this. Well, that's not how life's supposed to be. So spend some time to define your dreams. If your dream is this car you've always been talking about, go down to the dealership that car is out and get a brochure on it. Take it for a test drive. If you want a new home, go to the home shows, go through it, get ideas on a new home. I just did that myself the other day. Folks, what about the vacation of your dreams? Get a vacation book. Share it with your spouse. Share it with your family where you're going. Maybe it's a boat. Maybe it's that college fund for your children. I don't know. Folks, whatever it is, maybe it's just being out of debt. Maybe it's leaving a legacy, you know, with your church or with your grandchildren. But you need to spend time here because nobody else is going to do this for you, folks. Absolutely nobody. You cannot let your dreams just die on a tree, just wilt and die. Please don't do that to yourself. Make deadlines for your dreams. Work with urgency, purpose, and intensity. This is an emergency, folks. This is an emergency. If you saw somebody who fell in front of you and was having a heart attack, what would you do? Would you call 911 or just walk by and wave at them? I don't think you would. I hope you wouldn't. Folks, your life is the same way. Don't spend your time, so much time watching television where you're watching other people make money. Don't spend your time, you know, you can do all that later. But right now you need to focus on what's important in building your business. Honestly, you don't want to be like this guy say, oh crap, I missed my deadline. And now his publisher is going to probably cancel him out. He's lost his dream. Deadlines are the most important thing that you can do. And let me explain to you. In 2013, 2013, in August, I weighed 305 pounds. And everybody asked me, how did you do it, Coach? How did you get your weight off? And I said, I just did it. What's that mean? That means I made a decision. I made a different choice on what I was doing. And really, it's that simple. The pain of staying where I was at was much greater than the pain it took to get where I needed to be. And so you really need to realize that. If the pain of where you're at has to be greater than the pain of where you want to be, or you're probably going to stay here in this procrastination mode, okay? So I was sick and tired of my situation. Are you sick and tired of your situation? If not, you should be. Because if you're kind of tired of it, you're going to be sick and tired of it sooner or later down the road. And number one, how did I do this? Well, I had a vision of a different me. I put a picture of my old self up and I looked at myself when I wasn't 305 pounds. And number two, I was willing to go through the pain. Remember, the pain of staying the same was greater than the pain of doing something about it? That's when change happens, folks, because it's facing reality, right? Number three, I made a decision to change myself. I made a decision, a different choice. I am going to make a covenant with myself, an agreement with myself, and I'm going to honor it. So I made a decision to change myself. Number four, I set a goal with what? Remember that deadline? I had a deadline. And the deadline was, here it was August of 2013, and I told myself by May of 2014 I'd have 100 pounds off, right? Well, I exceeded my deadline. The funny, interesting thing about deadlines, if you make deadlines, the chances are you'll get there before your deadline. That's the magic of a deadline because it holds you accountable for getting it done. Deadlines make you work daily to get the weekly things done, the monthly and the yearly things done. So set a deadline every single day for yourself and accomplish it. That's really the secret, folks. The real secret is setting those deadlines. Number five, I prepared myself for the journey. I got organized, right? I got organized. I went shopping, I bought what I wanted to buy, and I got organized. And I made myself a chart to chart myself. And number six is I charted my course ahead. I charted it monthly, weekly, and daily. I charted my progress to see if I was reaching that or I needed to make an adjustment. See, in success, you got to make adjustments. You got to change your direction a little bit sometimes. And by changing it a little bit, you'll change it a lot down the road. So monitor yourself each day and what you're doing. Work daily. And then when a week passes, go back and review your week and see if you honored your agreement with yourself, your deadline with yourself. And then go back over those weeks in a month's time. And you set a deadline. It's very simple. Is if you want to make 10 or 20 or 50,000 or $100,000 a month in 12 months, what is that 12th month? Is it December or is it January, or what is the 12th month? And then backtrack all the months. That gives you 12 months. And then 12 months, there's 4 weeks. So there's 48 weeks. And then in 48 weeks, how many days are in 48 weeks? You see? And then you know what you need to do every single day. I began. Remember what Stephen Covey said up here? Begin with the end in mind. That's exactly what I did. I began with the end in mind. I saw myself as like this, folks. And by the way, I look like this now. Believe it or not. And I'm in my 60s. Folks, begin with the end in mind. It is absolutely magical. Put your dreams up all around you, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your living room, in your bathroom, so you can see it. Begin with the end in mind. Know what you're working towards, because if you do that, you will get there. Number 8, I measured my results and journaled my progress every day. I already went over that. I held myself accountable every day. Why? Because I knew I had made myself a deadline, and I reached my goal earlier than my deadline. Folks, this in front of you right here that we're talking about is the recipe for success in anything you're doing. And you may want to stop here and really jot this down, or take a screenshot, or whatever you got to do, and post it up, because this is the recipe for success in anything you're doing. Folks, how fast you react. Work with intensity. When I was working out, when I go to the gym, I work out with intensity. I don't watch the TV. I'm there to work out. And I do it hard, and I do it fast. At first I wasn't able to, but I did it as fast as I could in the condition I was in then, right? But now I can do it a lot faster and a lot harder. And that's the same way in business. Work with focus, work with intensity. Know where you want to be. Set goals for every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year, folks, and attain them, and act immediately. This is a deadline. Set deadlines. Act immediately. Your life is a 911 emergency, folks, because if you don't do something about it, honestly, you're going to get dumped like that river I was talking about at the lowest part. All right? You're going to go out the ocean. You're not going to like where you end up. Work fast, work hard, and do it every single day. Number 2. Okay, so number 1 was define your dream. All right? Number 2, make commitments. Change your thinking, change your actions. And by the way, this form here is going to be on our website, 5starteam.org. It'll be in a PDF, and you can get it, and also go along with it and watch this again, okay? All right. Now, make commitments. Change your thinking, change your actions. Obviously, our thinking and our actions, if you're not where you want to be in life financially, you've been doing the wrong thinking and taking the wrong actions. It's really that simple. And you know what? It's just as simple to change those as it is. You don't have to stay in the same frame, right? You don't have to keep doing the same things. You can make a different decision. Just like I mentioned about losing weight or anything else. Number A under that is quit listening to negative people and change your attitude. Negative people don't even get anywhere themselves, hardly. Folks, they're not going to get you anywhere, all right? If you're going to open up a successful business, are you going to go talk to somebody that failed in business or somebody that's successful? Somebody who's successful, right? B, listen to successful people and duplicate them. Do exactly what successful people do, and then when you become successful, they're going to ask you what you're doing. It's that simple. Don't change things, just to add it to who you are. Make it fit your personality, okay? And C, Listen to audio and CDs and read books and attend to all the functions, folks. Attend all the events, all the webinars, all the company, all the 5-star team events, all the company world's events, and listen to good CDs every day and read. You don't have to read the whole book every day. Read a half a chapter or one page or just a paragraph or two, but put good things in your mind. When you put good things in your mind, good things come out. Different actions come out. But you're going to have to take the action. Remember and you're going to have to quit procrastinating if you are, and if you're not, God bless you. But folks, in order to do that, you're going to have to hang around with better people, okay? You're going to have to hang around with people that lift you up and don't put you down. Stay plugged into the team, 5starteam.org. We update the website all the time, putting new stuff on that, like this right here. Discover and use the product. Use the products, folks, so you can tell others how you like them, right? They can see you using them. Be a product of the product. Get excited about technology. We're with a technology company that's going to have cutting-edge technologies way into the future. You'll pass this business on to your children and grandchildren, folks, but make a commitment to yourself. Make that blood commitment to yourself and honor the agreement with yourself, folks, because it'll change your life. Make a list. Number 3. This memory jogger, make a list, will be also in a PDF on the 5starteam.org site, so you want to download it and go through these names. It'll help jar your memory about who you know. And remember, when you're talking to people, I'm going to go over this a little bit more here in a second, but when you're talking to people, what are you doing? You're not trying to get them into anything. You're trying to show them something that's going to be a beneficial part of their lives, folks. Everybody wants to be part of Microsoft or Apple Computer or Samsung. They want to reap the financial rewards. If there was a chance to do that, they would really want to. And that's what we're talking about here. So spend the time. Again, spend the time, not too much. When you get down to about 5 or 10 names, start calling people. Think of the top, sharpest people you know. I'm not a network marketer. I'm a businessman of over, 50 years with different businesses. But the last business, over 30-some years. I'll tell you something. When I decided to do network marketing, and I've done well in network marketing because I'm a hard worker, right? That's the bottom line. Is the fact that I wanted to find out who was trying to get me into network marketing and then contact them because they knew more than I did. Henry Ford and all successful people, by the way, surround themselves with people that know more than they do, right? That's what you got to do. And so I sat down, I says, who do I know? Who does this business? I just need to get in front of them. I just need to call them and tell them, what did I say? Well, one guy, his name was Scott. I'm going to share this with you. I called him up. He had quite a bit of success in network marketing. I called him up and said, Scott, I said, this is Rick Everts, Coach Everts. And I said, I got something that you got to see. You got to see this, Scott. I said, listen to what I'm saying here, folks. Somebody with your ability and influence could make $1 million a year at this. Somebody with your ability and influence could make $1 million a year at this. Was Scott going to disagree with me? Was he going to say, I don't have the ability and I don't have the influence? No. Number one, his ego wouldn't let him do that. Number two, he was, number two is number one. His ego wouldn't let him do that, folks. Compliment people when you talk to them. They, if they're going to be advantageous to help you build your business, then cater to them. Make it convenient for them to get in here. Folks, just don't assume anything, all right? Take and build a list. Your list should always be 100 to 200 names of people you haven't talked to yet. So work on it. Work on this inventory. This is your inventory house, folks, who you're going to talk to. Go out and get business cards again from people. Ask them for their business card. See if that cell phone's on there. Ask them, is this your cell phone? Because I like to text you something. And ask them if they text. Make sure you have their personal email. You write it on the back of their card. Just take the time to do that on a consistent basis and share this with people and share it. And never worry about the outcome. Only be concerned about you doing what I'm teaching you here today, okay? And just keep doing what I'm sharing with you, and the outcome will take care of itself, and you will live your dreams, okay? Number 4, contact and invite. Practice and role play with your sponsor or your active upline. Go over those videos that I've made up about the 3-minute presentation and the other ones on my YouTube channel. And if you don't know where my YouTube channel is, just send me an email to coacheverts@gmail.com and I'll send you to my where you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. But folks, prepare with the support of your team. In other words, I've given you these videos. You contact people and get their permission. Remember, always use the word permission. May I have your permission to share a video with you? Would you watch it? It's only 3 minutes long. Okay? Follow a script. A script's very easy. What is a script? Be about the other person. May I have your permission to share a 3-minute video with you on something that's absolutely amazing. And I can't tell you what it is until you watch the video or whatever you got to say. There's texting for success also in a PDF on the 5starteam.org site that you want to go get as well, because you can text somebody, hey, I need you to watch a 3-minute video. Will that be okay? Boom. Let the video do the talking for you. And if you're in person, use that sheet, use the sheet, the bell curve sheet, and you let that do the draw all over it, folks. People want to be early adopters. Follow the script. Scripts are easy, but you want to contact and invite. Your only mission when you contact somebody is to get an appointment. That's it. Not to tell them anything or everything, just to get an appointment to share with them something you're excited about. Ensure your success by using these proven practices. Okay, clear the time first. Always ask them, what are you doing on Tuesday at 3 o'clock or Wednesday at 5 o'clock or whatever day you pick. Pick 2 days, give them alternative choice. Alternative choice, pick 2 days, give them alternative choice. And if they can't, then get back with them later, okay? Clear the time with them. What's the best time of day for us to talk? That's another way to say it. What's the best time of day for us to talk? I love talking to people on the phone. I just love it. And because this is a relationship business, you see, it's a relationship business. So invite. Your only job is to clear the time. Once they say, well, nothing, great. I'm going to send you a video. I want you to watch. We just spend 3 minutes and watch it. Yes. And then I'm going to follow up afterwards and see what you think about it. Get your opinion. Get your feedback on it. Okay. And then when you call them back, just have if you don't feel like you're comfortable with carrying it further, then have your sponsor or active upline on a 3-way call with you and turn it over to them, and then be quiet. Edify them as a person that knows more than you, and so then be quiet and turn it over to them. They'll bring you into conversation when they want you to. But always clear the time first, and do not invite if they are busy during that time. Give them 2 different choices and so forth. Clear the time first, okay? Number 5, show the plan. We went over that. Use the 3-minute video if you're not around, or use one of my other videos, whatever you think is appropriate to them on my YouTube channel, or whatever on our YouTube channel. And so find a need. Show the plan. Find a need. What in the world that they need that they don't have now? Well, I need to go on more vacations. I need a new car. I need a new home. I need to get some money for a college education. I need to find a better job. I need. Find out what that need is, and then take what you have and solve the need with it. Solve the need with this program, World Global Network, okay? Share the business as a solution to their needs and edify the team. The team that you're on here, folks, is an incredible team, the 5-star team. Sell the team to them because, in life, winning is about being on the right team. Winning the Super Bowl, the World Series, win the hockey, whatever it is you're into. Tennis. Folks, being on the right team is critical. Even though you're a boxer or a tennis player all by yourself, you do have a team. You got trainers, you got coaches. Being on the right team is absolutely critical. And who are we? We're the team that cares. We care about you and we care about them because it's important that they become successful, okay? Follow through and follow up. Within 24 to 48 hours, get back with them and tell them, I'm going to get back with you. Set the time. Set the time when you're going to get back with them, right? And how you're going to get back with them, on the phone or whatever your venue of getting back with them is. Because out of sight, out of mind. If they don't hear from you, they forgot about it. There's all kinds of things coming across our desk, isn't there, in our lives. We're inundated with information. So, and now, B, repeat the loop again. What is the loop? The loop is 3, through 6, right? 3 through 6. Repeat the loop again, okay? That's what you want to do. Repeat the loop again. Anyway, edify your team and edify your sponsor, edify the company, and you'll be successful. Show the plan. But you contact them, you clear the time first, contact and invite, then you show the plan. You don't do both of those at once. Number 6, follow up and follow through, 24 to 48 hours, out of sight, out of mind. Get you follow through with the 3-way call with your sponsor on the phone with you if you don't feel you're adequate yet on answering all their questions. And remember, the very reason why they say they shouldn't do this is the very reason why they should. I don't have any money to get into it. Well, that's why you need to get into it, right? You don't have any money. And I tell people all the time, sell something that isn't making you money and you're not using, because stuff can be replaced, folks, unless it's keepsake stuff, right? Or they go, I'm in debt. My credit cards are maxed. Well, that's a terrible place to be. You absolutely need to be in business with me here. I don't have any time. Well, yeah, when are you going to get more time? That's what this is about, is creating more time in your life, having that residual income, buying your freedom. I'm not a salesperson. I'm glad that you're not a salesperson, because you don't have to be on the 5-star team. All you got to be is a sharing person, somebody that shares with other people about what this is all about, okay? 7, counsel and strategize. Check your progress. We went through this before. Every day set deadlines. Check your progress daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. Counsel often with your mentor. Stay on track. You know, folks, I know what it takes to be successful here, okay? So does a lot of other people, and they all do what I'm teaching you here. Successful people have things in common. They have a routine that they do, right? Unsuccessful people also have a routine that they do. The question you have to ask yourself is this: do I really want to be successful, right? And if you do, you have to do these things, honestly. Be teachable. I don't know it all. You're going to teach me things I don't even know right now, and I'm looking forward to it. Be teachable, folks. Do not be stubborn and headstrong. That'll keep you broke. D, follow the counsel of your support team. Counsel and strategize, okay? Number 8, duplicate the pattern. You know, develop leaders who can develop other leaders. You're going to be a good teacher, a good mentor. That's what this is about, is teaching this right here to other people so they can stand on their own 2 feet and go out and do it without you. And once you're 3 deep in your business on each side of leaders, they're going to do it all without you, folks. But until then, you got to work on it, right? Be an example. Your partners, your affiliates, your personals will do exactly what you're doing, not what you say. They're going to do exactly what you do, right? And if you want to be successful, you got to do what it takes to be successful. It's clear and simple, folks. Duplicate the pattern. And again, keep in mind, these are your activities that you do all the time. You're making that list. You're keeping it updated. Contact and invite. Showing the plan, and you're following through. And you're doing it again and again and again. You're doing this loop. You're doing this loop. You're doing 3 through 6 again and again and again. Very, very, very important. Okay? Going through this one more time, just hitting those slides. Here's what I want you to get from this. Again, all you got to do is practice. That's all you're doing, is practicing and just seeing if people want to be involved. You're sharpening your skills through practice, you see. And don't worry about the outcome. The outcome will take care of itself if you keep practicing. You know, it will, I promise you. Quit worrying about the outcome. Oh, what will that person say? Or what will they do? Or what will so-and-so do? Will they think bad of me? Or I've contacted everybody in my family. Contact them again. You haven't contacted them about this. Just share it with them. Say, I know you don't like it when I share things with you, but let me just share this with you and see what you think. You know, you might be catching them at the right time. You know, people have a 90-day cycle, folks. They go through. Every 90 days, their life changes. Just remember that. So you talk to them today, well, 90 days later, they're going to be probably ready to do something. Just think about that. Just keep in touch with people and get their permission to keep them updated. If they say no or they don't want to be involved, say, can I have your permission just to keep you updated? You know, that kind of thing. Just be nice to people. But your attitude has to be, for your own self-preservation, is, I don't need anybody. See, that's my attitude. I celebrate whether they say, oh my goodness, it's green, it's black. I don't care what they say. I celebrate. Because why? Because I'm doing the right actions and I'm not worried about the outcome, right? If you have to do it all, folks, do it all. That's my attitude. If I got to do it all, if I got to grab the shovel and be the only one digging the hole, I'm going to do it all, right? Because I want to be successful. And all you're doing is interviewing them to see if they're good fit or not. You know, when you hire people, if this is your business, you're essentially, in so many words, hiring people to go in business with you. Are you going to, don't hire flaky people, hire good people, right? You're in control. Remember, you don't have to tell them a thing. Interview them. And then go through the process that we're talking about here. You're offering, they are taking. You're offering, they're taking. Keep it in perspective. Have the attitude that says, I will do this regardless if anyone else does this or not. If someone says no, celebrate. If someone says yes, celebrate. Just keep celebrating every day. Every day is a holiday, folks. Every day is a celebration. Every time you talk to somebody, celebrate, celebrate. Get up and dance, have some fun. Remember, practice, practice, practice. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player, in my opinion, of all time, was one of the worst in high school. What made him better and better? Practice, practice, practice made perfect. He practiced more than any other athlete I'm aware of, folks. And he became the greatest. And that's all you got to do is be a good practicer, and you're going to build a great business. Follow these steps, folks. Follow these steps. You're going to be the star of the week of the 5-star team. Your name's going to go right here, and you're going to shine. You are a winner. Believe it. You are a winner. Now, go back over this again if you have to, okay? Follow these 8 steps and understand that when you talk to people, it's about them, not about you. Find out what they need. Find out what they want, and then give them exactly what they want. Remember, if you give people exactly what they want, they're going to want it, just like you want exactly what you want. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you at the top. Take care. This is Coach Everett's out, and keep watching for new videos and new trainings. But in the meantime, do 3 through 6 and do it every single day, and you'll be successful. And make that list, those 100 to 200 names, and keep it fresh all the time. If those are people you haven't talked to yet, pick up those cards, get those email addresses, make sure you have their cell phone numbers, ask people for referrals. Ask them for referrals, folks. Ask them, who do they know that's really good at marketing? Who do they know that wants more in life? Who do they know that wants to drive a new car? Who do they know that wants to live in a new home? Who do they know that wants an extra $1 million in their bank account? Folks, it's really that simple. And remember the recipe for success, because it works. It works, and it's timeless. And you can learn, folks. You can learn a new job. Learn this job, practice, and get better and better at it. Be the best employee for yourself, and you will be successful. I guarantee you. I absolutely guarantee you will be successful if you follow what I've just said. And you can, because it's in your hands to do it. And just practice, practice, practice. Thank you for your time. This is Coach Everett's out.